I guess one of the most important elements of building trust is the periodicity of events that serve as the cinder blocks used in such building or facility. Trust is can be compared to the term facility because trust is what facilitates faith. Okay, now God does things frequently to establish our trust. He does things frequently for us to establish our trust in Him. And those things that He does frequently serve as the cinder blocks or the building blocks, if you will, that eventually provide the facility wherein our faith in Him resides. Do you follow me? Follow what I'm saying here. Okay? You can take it on a personal or human level. And they got that question that says, "What have you done for me lately?" Okay, so now if you say that you want someone to believe in you, but you never do anything to give them the option of developing a belief, of developing an envelope wherein they believe in you, then what good is asking them to believe you blindly? Okay, so now there's this thing that we look at and we say, hey, what is the job of your, what is one of the jobs of your shepherd? One of the jobs of your shepherds is to educate you, to edify you, meaning to educate and correct your understanding. So you can go out there and, I got faith, and then somebody says you got faith of a mustard seed, so they hold up a little grain of a mustard green seed and go, oh, as long as I got this much faith, wait a minute. You don't have faith because your faith is not housed in anything of a solid that is of a solid construction. You can't remember the last time that you know that God did something for you. Perhaps one of the worst things that a human can encounter is loss of memory. You can't remember. I can't remember. You can't remember your name. You can't remember your birthday. You can't remember. You can't remember. People can question you and question you and question you and interrogate you, but you can't remember. So, does God want you to have such a mind that you can't remember the last thing that He did for you? The last thing that He did for you? When you look at it from a human aspect, you say you did something for someone that they wasn't even expecting. Now, we got a term that we call that a blessing. Something that you didn't work for, something that you really don't think you deserve, but you got it. We call that a blessing. God blessed you. Okay? So when is the last time you realized that God actually did something for you and you don't even deserve it? I'm not talking about you put $500 in the bank and it made you, $30 over the course of 5 years. Is that a blessing? Or is that your investment based on a known outcome? Okay, stop trying to give God credit when you're with a bunch of other believers. You're trying to give God credit for something that you did, and you did it because you believed or in a known outcome. You had an expectation behind doing it. It's like getting a receipt from your religious organization for your tithing, so that you, when you file your taxes, you can rest assured that you will be given tax credit for your Yeah, they don't call it tithe, they call it donation to a charitable organization. They don't even call it a church. They call it a charitable organization. Come on, man. So, well, I think we may be getting a little ahead of ourselves, but I'll bring you back around.